Alright, what's going on, guys? So I know when I started this YouTube channel that my truck already had a lot of stuff done to it. So in this video I'm going to go over the things that I did to it to make it go from looking like this, being bone stock, to looking like this. Now might as well start at the front. So took off the chrome bumper, and I used to work at a boat shop, so I had access to a paint booth. So I got a black painted bumper. Previous owner didn't have the air dam on, so I put the air dam on, and I put some cube lights in there. I got a billet grill that's powder coated black. Got the black headlight housings with clear lenses. Went all super bright LEDs for the headlight bulbs, and then can't remember off the top of my head the brand of the switchback bulbs, but I have another video on my switchbacks. So I got switchback running light bulbs in there. Troy's Toy Shop in Brainerd, I know I've mentioned it before, did a beautiful job painting this 2-inch cowl hood I got from Summit Racing. But OEM wheel flares on, pulled the chrome ones off, pulled all the molding or bump strips, whatever the hell you want to call it, off the side of the doors. Clean that up a bit. Got rid of the chrome old style mirrors it had and got just the regular black mirrors. However, they're chipping and fading, so I need new ones already. I had a brow on it, but my windshield cracked, so I got a new one. So I haven't retinted the windshield yet. 7% tint on the sides. Got smoked cab lights up on top with white LED bulbs in there, so everything's all white LEDs. KYB shocks, all new front end, new brakes, all that. Going down the sides, that's pretty much it. The tint and pulling the moldings off. 2-foot antennas. I do have an actual CB in it. 1% tint on the back. Got roll-up tonneau cover. Pulled the sticker off the bed, that was all fading. On the back, we got smoked taillights with all red LED, reverse backup lights, 2018 GMC badge. Pulled the side ones off there on the bottom. Got rid of the chrome bumper, got a new black bumper, LED license plate lights. That's pretty much it cosmetically. Then of course got stickers on the back. 58's the race number, Instagram 1320, because obviously it's a race truck, thing goes hella fast. MN Grown, live in Minnesota, OBS Luxury, really cool Instagram page, work with those guys a bit. This was all chrome, better I vinyl wrapped that black. Underneath, starting to fade a little bit and it's pretty dirty, but pretty much every piece of metal under the truck, diff, axle, shocks, frame, everything, I used Pour 15. Now a lot of people they use spray on bed liner. What I've seen is that works good for about 6 months. And this Pour 15, it's kind of expensive. It was like 85 bucks for a gallon, but you pretty much wire brush the whole frame down, and then they have like a metal primer, coat that on, coat the Pour 15 on, and it does react to sunlight and it'll peel. So I had to just black Rust-Oleum spray paint over the top. And 3 years, 3 winters with the truck, and it's still holding up pretty good. So I really recommend that a lot. Pretty much first thing I did to the truck was tint and coat the frame. So those are definitely musts. I think even down south, I mean, even just driving in the rain, you know, you can get surface rust on your frame. So definitely the Pour 15 is a big thing. As far as exhaust goes, I know I have a video on the exhaust. I didn't go into too much detail on it, but I have mid-length headers. We'll see that in a bit. I'll open the hood or whatever. Mid-length headers, down no cats. So headers right down into an X pipe, and right after the X pipe it goes out both sides to C6 Corvette tips. So no cats, no mufflers, true duals, basically just headers and X pipe and out the sides. So with the bends in the exhaust, I feel like that changes the sound a little bit, because I've heard trucks with no cats, no mufflers out the back that may sound a little bit louder, but I like the sound of it. Don't see too many people do the side pipes, especially with the dual tips, so I just kind of like being different with everything. Eventually, after doing quite a bit of, you know, my cosmetic upgrades and that, kind of starting to get it how I wanted it to look, I got the 20 by 10 Pro Comps and 32 by 11.5 Toyo Open Country RTs. Ran those for about 22,000 miles and they held up really good, but I wanted to try a little more classic look, being the truck is a 94. So that's when, like my past couple videos you've seen, I went with the 33 13.5 Open Country MTs and the 15 by 10 American Racing Outlaw 2s. So that's my two-wheel and tire setups I've had on this. I'm sure I'll change it again eventually, just like everybody does when they get bored. As far as motor work goes, really not too much. I don't know to where I would call it a build, but last year I had my head gaskets blow, I cracked the passenger side head, and cracked my radiator, and my fan clutch went out pretty much all at the same time. So when redoing the truck, I'm sure you can tell, I got brand new heads and they're machined down a little bit and they're ported. So I know, like I said in my last video, that these are the worst flowing heads GM ever made, and they are. So still not, I mean, it's not like they're putting out crazy numbers. I've never had the truck on a dyno. I don't really feel the need to, but that and then doing the headers here, you can see, and then messing around with the injectors and then shaving a little bit off the air cleaner spacer, and then going to aluminum radiator, all that kind of stuff. It's woken the truck up a little bit. I can definitely feel driving it that it's not stock, but it's not like, holy shit, throw you back in your seat. It's got 800 horsepower. It's not like that. So yeah, pretty much, yeah, heads, headers, intake, throttle body. This is on here, you know, because race truck 1320 video, like I said, gotta grab all the air. No, I'm just kidding. I just put that on there because why not? It's whatever. New spark plug wires, spark plugs, distributor cap. That's pretty much it. Just your standard 350 TBI. Eventually I plan on doing a motor swap. Don't know what that'll be yet, but that'll be another day, another video. So yeah, that's some of the stuff I've done cosmetically and somewhat performance wise, I guess you could say. And then I guess I'm always getting in trouble, so cops really love it when they see a license plate that says mischief. Alright, so now I'm going to talk about some of the interior modifications and things I've done to the truck. But first, looks like I need gas, so I'm going to get gas first, and then I guess we'll talk about that. Nervous here, passing a Swift driver. Alright, well that was fun. Always feels nice to have a full tank. So now, like I said, some of the stuff I did to the interior of this truck. So might as well start on my driver's side here. I already talked a little bit about the dash. The dash is obviously the stock. I just put a tachometer up there. Down here I have my fog lights tube lights that's up on my air dam, like I said. As I'm sure you can tell, I took the cover off here and painted it black. The cover comes the color of these switches, more of a gray, and I painted it black to more, blend in with the actual back of the gauge cluster and kind of make those gray switches stand out more. Next thing I did is I do not have the tilt column, so I got rid of that big trucker's wheel there, and this is actually the old steering wheel out of my car. It's just a 350 millimeter deep dish NRG steering wheel, and horn works. I'm sure you can't hear that, but so yeah, the tach, the steering wheel, the dash, put a trailer brake controller down there, switch under here. I have a switch down there, that's the knob for my bass. I have two 10-inch subs in here, and then I did the Pioneer head unit, Pioneer speakers all the way around, and then the amp is behind my seat. There's my amp set up. Just mounted a board behind there, have the amp. All the wires run under the floor and everything, so nothing's showing. And then I also did, just like in my other video, LED dome lights. I have a Cobra radar detector, and then along with that I actually do have a functioning Cobra CB radio. However, I don't have a microphone on it now. Big thing I did was took the bench seat out, and out of my other 94 I put captain's chairs in. Now the previous owner actually, well, the bench seat was in it when he had it, but he put a Cabela's trail cover, seat cover on, and then he actually put the vinyl floors in, because I know that this model GMC did not come with the vinyl floors. It actually had carpet, but he said what he told me was there was a lot of stains and stuff in the carpet, and he only ever kept this truck at his cabin, and he just used it as his cabin, going to the lake and hunting trips with his son. So therefore he put the vinyl floors in, because easy to clean obviously, and then that's why he had the seat cover on. So I don't mind it. I think it's easy to clean the floors, and it looks nice when it's armor rolled. But yeah, main thing is I put these seats in here, way more comfortable, because with my sub here, I couldn't go all the way back with the seat, with my bench seat, because the sub would hit. So now I can actually go all the way back, and a lot more leg room. So way more comfortable. And yeah, tach, dash, steering wheel, seats, sound system, radar detector, brake controller, CB radio. Nothing too crazy with the interior, but I like it. So I'm sure I'll do more things to it. It's just all with time. So if you like this video, like always, like, share, subscribe, and also I'm gonna leave my Instagram in the comments. I already had a couple guys DM me on Instagram to ask me some questions about their OBS trucks, so I'm gonna leave that down in the description. Feel free to give me a follow on Instagram and DM me at any time. I'm usually pretty busy during the days, but I'll try to check it as much as I can. And if you have any questions about the videos or questions about your trucks, feel free to DM me and talk to me on there. So thank you.